President William Ruto on Wednesday opened up on what led to exit of former Directorate of Criminal Investigations DCI boss George Kinoti. In a joint media interview with leading television stations, the president revealed for the first time that he fired Kinoti over various extrajudicial killings. Ruto said more than 200 bodies of innocent Kenyans had continued to be retrieved in rivers and thickets, with the cause of their deaths remaining unknown during Kinoti's tenure at the agency. Bushebi Jr. brings us more details on that story.
My friend, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
President William Ruto on Wednesday, January 4th, revealed that he fired former Director of Criminal Investigations DCI boss George Kinoti owing to the extrajudicial killings that occurred at the time.
It is not necessary for me to establish another task force when IPOA is there. And
speaking during a joint interview at State House, the president disclosed that he could not allow the country to continue suffering over multiple killings that went without justice.
IPOA is there, and it is squarely within their mandate to tell us how did Kenyans end up being killed in this manner. And then it was business as usual. 30 bodies in Yala, there's 17 bodies in Garissa. I don't know how many bodies were. You know, people, you know, there was a container here at the Nairobi area where people were being slaughtered in a police station. How did we end up there? You know, what kind of rogue, you know, institution? And that is why I fired that Kinoti man.
He pointed out that the former DCI boss, who led a team that was involved in the spate of killings, had to be shown the door.
Less than 1%.
The head of state noted that he had tasked the Independent Policing Oversight Authority to expedite the probe involving the various murders and bring the culprits to book.
Good people.
Should there be responsibility more than just firing?
Of course, there will be responsibility.
He did not resign. You fired him.
We'll have another.
Okay, can we move this forward? Yeah.
Ruto's statement, however, contradicted his previous remarks in September 2022 during the formation of his cabinet. At the time, Ruto announced that the former DCI boss had tendered his resignation.
I have also received the resignation of the Director General of CID, Mr. Kinoti, and I have transmitted the same to the National Police Service to proceed with advertising that position. And meanwhile, they should get somebody to act in the place of Mr. Kinoti. Some consultations were going on. I wanted to confirm whether the gentleman I want to propose for Parliament to consider as the next Inspector General are concluded. Is there somebody get me?
The Nairobi area where people were being slaughtered in a police station. How did we end up there? You know, what kind of rogue, you know, institution? And that is why I fired that Kinoti man.
He did not resign. You fired him.
We'll have another.
Okay, can we move this forward? Yeah.
In addition, the president noted that the criminal justice system had been used by the former administration to wage a political witch hunt on his allies. While addressing Kenyans, Ruto promised not to use his office to influence or settle political scores against his adversaries. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Bushebi Jr.